Um, just talk about the mentality that the team had going on the road for all three games, going to North Carolina, Katie's winner in Portland, and then the final, and going playing at a neutral site, or everything that surrounded that with Megan's last game, Ali's last game. Just talk about the mentality that the team had and how you were able to produce what you were able to produce and win a championship.
Yeah, I think that those games really show who we are. We've been talking a lot internally that we needed to have a clear game plan, a clear style. I think we've shown that all year, and I have the people pushing together and really ready to go through any problem. I think when people probably saw the draw, nobody thought that we could make it all the way, apart from the people that was in that changing room. They've gone through every problem, every situation this year. They stuck together, they push, they work hard, and how they perform on those three games is a real estimate. It's a real message to how this group or who this group is. You know, I think three games have been amazing. Like first two games without even conceding a goal. The fight and the football played in North Carolina, it was amazing, controlling the game from start to the end of it. I think the game in Portland, it was probably, the hardest because you were playing away from home in front of 25,000 people under the rain, on turf, in a stadium that we've lost a few weeks ago, and how the team performed that game is really to show in a lot of, or at least for us internally, to keep in a very good place. And at the final, how this team, obviously, other rain, at least on the lineup, had a lot more experience in these situations. And some people was talking about that, and how this team went out there and grabbed the game. In Spanish, we say around the neck and make sure it was ours. It was amazing, and the Ali situation for us, it was always a motivation. We really wanted to send her off how we did, because that's how she deserved. The leader, the person she is truly amazing, and seeing her lifting that trophy was everyone's dream, not only hers. So very happy to see that.
Juan, you left Houston to come to the last place team in the league. What was it about Yale and Gotham that made you confident to come here and know that you can bring them to the championship?
Well, I think their vision and their trust in myself. I think we share the vision of trying to make Gotham and New Jersey, New York, will get a reference in women's soccer around the world. And from day one, they really trusted my vision to do that, bringing people from abroad, trying to make the roster together, and really supporting everything me and my family needed. And I think that was the start of something very, very special. And if it's not because of Yael, we wouldn't be here. No? So I think that for me was the key moment, no? The feeling of that trust and the support I had from day one to be able to execute a plan, and now to even improve it for next season.
Se dice, muy pocos equipos vienen del último lugar a ser campeones. ¿Tú qué crees que fue el éxito de Gotham FC esta temporada?
Bueno, creo que eso, ¿no? El compartir una visión desde el principio, el empezar a trabajar desde muy temprano en confeccionar la plantilla, y en todo momento el apoyo, ¿no? que tuve del general manager ownership, y empezar a trabajar con los entrenadores, y luego el día a día con las jugadoras, ¿no? Creo que las jugadoras desde el principio han estado involucradísimas en el proyecto, han puesto al equipo siempre por delante de sus propios intereses. Creo que como todo el mundo ha de verdad apostado por conseguir esto, y dejado su ego a un lado para apoyar al equipo, para ser mejores individualmente, para apoyarnos a nosotros también, ¿no? Porque para mí es muy importante tener ese apoyo de las jugadoras, y creo que como los resilientes que han sido, ¿no? El conseguir romper cualquier barrera, creo que ha sido fantástico, y lo que nos ha hecho campeonas.
Las jugadoras hablan de que quieren aprender español. ¿Has ayudado a aprender español?
Claro, por supuesto. Al final siempre intentamos facilitarles el trabajo. Les dimos también algunos vocabularios clave del fútbol, tanto a las españolas que han venido como a las inglesas, bueno, americanas que están aquí. Y creo que al final la comunicación es fundamental, pero tú puedes intentar darles todas estas herramientas, y luego ellas las tienen que coger, ¿no? Y ellas han ido no uno sino dos o tres niveles por encima de ello para facilitar la adaptación de Maitane, de Esther, incluso de Adrián y de Jesús, que al principio de año el inglés tampoco era su fuerte, así que por eso es para mí tanto orgullo, ¿no? El manejar este equipo, el dirigir este grupo humano que ha sido fantástico.
Why do you think that you were able to be so successful in your first year?
I think it's also my experiences have really helped. I think it's very important that doesn't matter, you can win with a lot of styles and a lot of game plans. We have a very special one, I think, but you know, understanding people is the key to coaching. It doesn't matter what field. I think I've coached and met a lot of people. I've coached in America before, not only last year, but like 10 or 12 years ago. I've coached in England, I played in Holland, I coached in Australia and China, you know, like Denmark. I've been around the world, and the thing that is common to everyone is people, and you need to understand different cultures, how they approach different things, and that I think has been the key, you know, trying to maximize the performance of people, and this is not only the players. We have a lot of staff, I have to lead a lot of staff on day-to-day basis, and they are as important sometimes as the players. Just the people around you don't know it, but without them we couldn't have done it either.
It was a successful, obviously, first year for you, but where do you find that there's room for improvement to make sure you're achieving, you know, certain heights next year too?
Yeah, I think for us is we can be looking at the finish line. No? We need to look at every day. That's what got us here. We try to enjoy every day, do our best every day to keep helping players, to make sure that our team plays with our style, in the way we want, to try to push, to try to be better, and enjoying every day. I think for us, getting our players to be international, our players to represent their countries, to achieve their personal goals, support them in their personal life, them supporting us. I think it's about sport is about winning, but the meaning of winning can really change. It's not only about the trophy that luckily you're seeing around, it's about the everyday life that we have, obviously with that always in the horizon, no? Like always trying to get there, but if you only look at that, then you miss the journey. I think for me the key is the journey, and I'm very happy here to be doing the journey with Gotham FC.
You were talking about, sorry, it was the last one for me. You were talking about, obviously, your journey going around the world with this sport, and the big story of the NWSL this year has been the league's growth, you know, attendance, viewership, all of that stuff. For you, what has it been like experiencing that firsthand?
I think it's amazing. The NWSL, I've coached in the WSL, I coach in Spain in La Liga, where the Champions League winner plays, and I've coached here, and for me this is no doubt the best team, the best league in the world. How it's run from the league, how it's run from the club, what the players get, how we're treated as a staff, now TV rights, the quality of every single team in this league is amazing, and for me that's the key. And experiencing first half is an honor and a privilege, because I always say only 12 people in the world have the job I have here in the best league in the world. For me, to be one of them, it's fantastic, because the level of coaching is very, very high.
Juan Carlos, obviously not only celebrating the championship today, but can celebrate your Coach of the Year. Now that the season's over, you brought home the championship. Have you had time to look back and reflect, you know, on your personal award?
No.
No.
No, I haven't had any time. It's been crazy, which is good because we won. But I said to the players, this is the Coach of the Year award. It's an award for the club, it's an award for a team, it's an award for the staff. You know, nobody really sees what I do behind the scenes with my coaching team, with Jesus and with the rest of the guys. It's about the everyday experience, and it's about what people have been seeing of the players performing, how they've been showing the happiness that they are feeling, how they've been able to change the bottom to the top, and I think that's what is really recognized here. So obviously I take the award, and it's also important to recognize myself, but for me it's a club team, it's a club award, and I think that's what makes it special.
And Coach, as Gotham, you know, continues to go on and excel, you are part of the first, and you know, New York is a city that loves its history of championships. You know, what does it mean to you to be part of that in your first year, the first ever championship for this team?
Yeah, I think it's a dream come true. I think as a young player, when I was a kid, and then when I started coaching 25 years ago, you can only dream of living something like this. I used to play like football manager games, and you know, with trophies on my laptop and with trophies on the computer, and now I'm living it
level in the planet. When I started coaching my little brother's team, and you have this aspiration, but you see it so far that it is amazing that we're living in now. But as I said a lot of times as well, you can think that you're at the top of the mountain because then the only way is down. So we're still climbing. We want to get better. We want to make Gotham a reference. We want this club to be recognized in the world, and I think luckily now this is starting to happen. A lot of people, not only in America but around the globe, is changing the vision. With that, it comes a responsibility that we're ready to take on, and that we're very happy that we got to this position.
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Juan, you were the coach of the year. You won a championship. You went back to your roots as a child to bring in Esther from Real Madrid.
Yeah.
What can fans expect in 2024?
Well, I think they can expect a team that's gonna keep making it fun for them. They're gonna keep engaging with them, with players that are gonna give absolutely their best for those fans to have fun every day. And we'll make sure we do it in our style, and we will make sure that we do our best because these fans deserve the best. I think it is an amazing journey with them. They've been experiencing weather delays. They've been amazing following us on the road. There was a lot of people in North Carolina. It was amazing. There was a lot of people in Poland. There was a lot of people in San Diego, and I can honestly from here just say thank you from the bottom of my heart because they were amazing.
All right, I gotta take one away. Do you have one more?
Yeah.
Okay, one
Yeah,
more, one here, and then that's it.
Okay.
I'm just wondering, this is hopefully the first of many celebrations over the next couple of months, and I'm wondering if there's anything you're kind of hoping for the next stop or for the next experience, anyone or anything that you're hoping to kind of, as you continue celebrating this really huge victory.
Well, I think for us it's about the everyday. At the moment they are preparing. We are preparing as a club a lot of things. To be honest, the last few days have been hectic. It's been really a lot because we had to travel from San Diego, meet every player individually because that for us is very important. Now today we are here. Look where we are. It's Empire State Building. It's a landmark of New York, and I really hope that there is, and I know there's gonna be more things coming.
Juan, can you just talk about the depth that this team showed with Delaney and Yasmin scoring against North Carolina, and then Katie scoring against Portland, especially the unselfishness of this team. We know that some of these players could be starting on almost any other NWSL team. Can you just talk about that mentality that you were able to instill and have them buy in so they could all work as one unit to lead up to the goal that you eventually achieved?
Yeah, I think that's been our target from the beginning of the year, making sure we're helping every player to improve technically, tactically, and physically, and then it's down to them to compete and perform every day. I think obviously the fact that Delaney scored that goal and Jazz, it really showed the commitment of those players. And at the end of the day, to be honest, we just won the goal, so we didn't really care who scored them, but we were very happy, especially for Delaney, because it was her first goal of the year, and then Katie's helped us a lot. I think every single player deserves to be on the score sheet. It's a privilege for them to do that, but for us it's as important that goal from Katie in the semi-final as the header from Katie to clear that free kick on the last seconds the other day in the final. So I think it's a team effort. The depth of this team is fantastic, not because of the names or because who they are, it's because of the sacrifices they've done for the team this year to push themselves and leave their ego aside to push for Gotham Football Club. No?
And just a word on Jenna's rookie of the year.
Yeah, Jenna completely deserves that. I think Jenna has been fantastic. She's worked incredibly hard in the new position that Jesus mentioned that we could play her, and then we've worked so hard with her because she really fits our style, because we want to be offensive in every player, and for her, there's no doubt that she deserves that. Yeah, is that okay?